home life was always a struggle. The streets looked like the only option. But nothing in 18 years prepared Randy to be homeless, hopeless, and hungry. Tonight, Randy is at the crossroads. No longer a child, not yet an adult. Down one road is another night of desperation, fear, and a dangerous life on the streets. The other road leads to Covenant House, Texas.
I came from over 20 different foster homes. It was a difficult part of my life. What I decided to do is run away.
My father was addicted to drugs and abused alcohol. My mother was absent for 12 years of my life, and at the age of 16, I found myself homeless. I actually went onto the streets. I was sleeping at a bus stop to get out of the rain, and a gentleman walked up to me and asked me how old I was. And he asked me if I knew about the Covenant House.
Like thousands before who've been at the crossroads, Randy takes the first step toward a life where a kid who feels thrown away can reach their true potential and maybe even their dreams. Randy's first step toward a new life is through the doors of intake, where trained counselors are waiting to assess and meet their immediate needs, whether it be a bed for the night, a meal, medical attention, or just someone who will listen.
I remember coming through the intake building, and I had a plastic bag that had all my belongings, everything that I owned in that plastic bag. And it was a pretty scary moment in my life.
When I arrived at the Covenant House intake, I was feeling abandoned, battered, abused, scared, and I didn't know what to expect.
Since 1983, Covenant House, Texas, or CHT, has offered shelter and services to homeless and at-risk youth under the age of 21. For many, it's the only place they can turn. They may be out of work, pregnant, a young mom with a toddler, or even a victim of trafficking or abuse.
Covenant House, Texas is a very comprehensive program, and we provide an array of services for the youth that come to our door, from short-term crisis care to long-term transitional living.
While some youth come through the door on their own, the CHT outreach program takes to the streets to find and help kids in need.
We're here, we care, and we are going to stand by you no matter what it is that you decide to do.
The Covenant House was actually my first experience of just pure acceptance, not wanting anything, but just to help.
Their next stop may be the crisis shelter, where we provide a safe haven for an average of 40 youth per night. For up to 90 days, they can get a secure place to stay while working with a resident advisor. We may help them reconnect with family or gain life and job skills they need to get on the path to a better life. At CHT, troubled kids can take advantage of all the support services they need, including free medical care. Now, this includes substance abuse and mental health counseling, primary and preventive medical care, physical exams, treatment for temporary and chronic illnesses, as well as referrals to specialists, including prenatal care. Perhaps the most comprehensive way we help young people realize their potential is through the Rites of Passage program. This transitional living program offers non-parenting youth under 21 the opportunity to live in a stable, supportive environment here on the CHT campus.
They learn budgeting, they learn coping skills, they have art therapy here, they have photography classes, they have cooking classes. All the classes are designed for them to learn how to problem solve once they leave us. We're teaching them the necessary skills they would have had if they were in their home or they were away at college.
In Rites of Passage, they taught me how to budget, how to divide my paycheck and put away for savings, and how to pay my bills. It taught me how to be self-sufficient.
While I was living at Rites of Passage, they had a program where they were trying to place youth into large corporations, and that actually started my career in banking. I loved it so much, and I think what made me successful was the tools that I used at Covenant House, such as Rites of Passage, the independent living, the motivation from the staff. I use those tools to make myself stronger.
When youth have successfully completed the Rites of Passage program, they can transition to Rites of Passage apartment living, or ROPAL. With CHT as a co-signer, each young adult lives at our supervised apartments and pays an increasing portion of their rent over time, so that by the end of a year, they are leasing their own apartment. At Covenant House, Texas, we nurture the physical needs of troubled youth as well as their spiritual needs. Our on-site chapel has a full-time pastoral minister who conducts voluntary services and Bible study, as well as providing counseling and guidance for residents and staff. Any youth can access our job readiness skills and vocational training.
The job development program is really just to provide opportunities for our young people to actually get jobs. Kids here are taught how to build a resume. They're taught how to dress as they go out on the interview so that they can be placed in a career where they can earn a livable wage. When the kids tell me they have a job, I'm running around, I'm jumping, I'm screaming because I'm so excited for them that we did this together as a team, so I know that they're going to be successful, and that's the best feeling.
Covenant House staff is always glad to have our young people return. In fact, aftercare assists those who have completed our programs with transitioning to independent life. We provide follow-up counseling, guidance, and connections to other benefits and community resources.
When young people come back to Covenant House, I'm like a proud parent. Now we have taken something that was broken and turned it into a dove, and so now it flies on its own.
I don't know where I would be today if it wasn't for Covenant House. There's a part of the American dream that I'm living. I have a wonderful family, I have a great career that I cherish so much. Had it not been for Covenant House, those kind of dreams could or may have not been possible. There's nothing else that I could say besides a great gratitude of thanks for what they've done for me.
Young people are an important part of our society. This is our future. So to invest in our future, it takes us all. Whether we're giving money or whether we're giving our times, that I invite everybody. If you care about young people and if you believe in redemption, we need you here at Covenant House.
Thanks, Covenant House.
Thank you, Covenant House, for helping me build my self-confidence and my self-esteem.
Thank you, Covenant House, for helping me find a job and become more independent.